The Sontarans is the fourth audio adventure in the third season of the early adventures from Big Finish. This audio features narration, which was common a lot in the missing episode soundtracks. So this is used a lot in setting up the scenes and explaining the events that are happening in the story to help further it along. So, this story starts out with the TARDIS crew landing on an asteroid belt, which is basically like a moon, and it has some amazing views that the TARDIS crew sees. However, a time of rest that they are trying to get will not last long. There is a battle occurring between the Space Security Service, which Sarah Kingdom is a part of, and the ruthless Sontarans. This is one of my favorite parts of the audio, the first Doctor meeting the Sontarans, which is a very interesting thing to listen to, as it has never happened in the classic series. It's something you only can think of. What would it be like if the first Doctor ever interacted with the Sontarans, and finally, Big Finish have given that to us. I also found it interesting how, in this audio, things were a little bit reversed. Usually the Doctor knows a lot about these monsters and aliens that they encounter. However, this time, he did not know much about the Sontarans, so he has to learn from his companions, because they knew a lot more about the Sontarans. Very interesting to see the companions know a lot more than the Doctor. Speaking of the Sontarans, I really like how ruthless they were in this story. They were not like what has happened over the last few years with the Sontarans in the modern Doctor Who. They felt very ruthless, battle-ready, and ready to start the war. And I love that. I love those types of Sontarans. The story itself is very good, and it has a nice mood and atmosphere to it. It has a very good flow, and it has a lot of good twists and turns that can keep a listener very engaged in the story. The Sontarans also have some really good cliffhangers in it that really get you ready to listen to the next story. The story takes place during the Daleks' master plan, so there is a little part of the story where the two stories connect. A fantastic release from Big Finish, and I really would recommend it.